An elderly passenger has lost her life, unfortunately, over Mother's Day weekend, and it did not go well at Celebration Key. This is not the first time something like this tragic happens at Celebration Key. In fact, this is the third time we're here to talk about that. And we also have a degenerate out of Florida that likes to punch kids in the face. And now she has turned herself in. And NCL has actually really good news for you first responders, military members, and heroes, of course. Also teachers, other heroes as well. And for you firefighters, EMTs, and police officers, great news that's coming to you. You have joined their new program for a big discount, especially this month. They're giving away pretty good discounts for NCL's sailings. That and more on today's Cruise News Show. Let's dive into it.
Pack your bags, let's go to a place where the sunshine glows. Feel the breeze, we're free.
First, let me preface this video and Cruise News Show by saying thank you to all the mothers out there for everything that you do. And we are appreciative of everything you have done, will do, and continue to do on a day-to-day basis. We can't forget you. We love you. And thank you again for everything that you do for us and our family. Now, unfortunate news has come over Mother's Day weekend at Celebration Key. An elderly woman has lost her life as she apparently has rolled into the water on her mobility scooter. We don't know if she was debarking the ship or getting back on after being off already on the ship. It happened around 12 noon, and there was a lot of witnesses to the chaos that ensued. They were able to retrieve her. Unfortunately, they could not revive her at the ship's medical facilities when they took her in there, and it seems like they tried as hard as they could. Eventually, the lady lost her life and was taken to a nearby police station morgue in the Bahamas. The husband appeared to be in the water as well. Someone else was in there with her. I guess he tried to retrieve her as well, or try to help save her. And there was unfortunate events. This comes with, I would say, controversy, but that's not the right word, because there's a lot of heavy discussions about scooters and their users not knowing how to use their scooters, first-time users of scooters that do not know how to control their speed or the way of navigating the ship in and out, especially tight quarters like the elevators or the hallways. People are upset that people leave these scooters in the middle of the hallways when they're in their cabins, and it's a safety hazard to say the least, right? Because what if something happens, unfortunately, and people have to run through the hallways, and there's other people with wheelchairs that have to go through the hallways. They might not fit through there, or other scooters. So it's a pretty hot topic, especially today. There was news that a lady that was on the Carnival Valor earlier this year is now suing Carnival for negligence because she was disembarking the ship and her scooter tipped over, making her fall. So now she's suing Carnival due to injuries she suffered in that fall, and saying that Carnival was pretty much negligent in her driving through the gangway. So I'm not sure how that works, since she also stated that she rented her scooter from Carnival, which Carnival does not rent any scooters. They do have a preferred vendor they suggest you use, since they know all the rules and regulations from Carnival and their scooters. But this lady, I'm not sure how her counsel is representing her, saying that she rented this scooter from Carnival, which they do not do. I'm not sure what else has had to happen after this, but it's pretty interesting news that just came out today when we had this tragic news over the weekend in Celebration Key. This is not the first time that the tragedy happens in Celebration Key. There's been two others that has happened since Celebration Key has been open since last year, and it's unfortunately things have evolved this way. It's unfortunately we have to talk about this, but it's part of the cruising industry, and we see at least once a week some tragic news happens. Now we have out of Florida. Florida is known for their citizens acting up, right? But this one is a doozy here. She is 44-year-old, a 44-year-old Jennifer Frost. That's right, Jennifer Frost. As you see here, this degenerate, by her own admission, says she likes to punch kids in the face and break their nose. So back in March of this year, Frost found herself on the Lido marketplace along with some other passengers. They happened to be teenagers. They were getting food. Frost started talking to the teenagers. Apparently, she was intoxicated. They didn't want to talk to her, so they dismissed her. She left while the teenagers were getting ice cream. Frost came back. An unprovoked incident occurred when she punched the kid in the face, breaking her nose. That's correct. Out of nowhere, she came out, punched her in the face, broke her nose. Things escalated from there. Obviously, when security arrived, they saw footage that corroborated the witness's story and, of course, the victim's story. And she had, by her own admission, told the security personnel that yes, with no remorse, she did it. And that was the end of it. I'm not sure why she wasn't arrested when she got off the ship, but she wasn't. She was let go. They said, go ahead. You know what? Go. You go ahead and go. We'll talk about it later time. I'm not sure how the parents handle that situation, but I would have dragged her. You know what? Never mind. There's a place and time for that discussion. But apparently she turned herself in last week, and here's a video of it. The degenerate
victim says back in March
has probably posted bond since they did a huge bond on her of $2,500. So she got out with $250 if it's a 10% bond. So
the woman is now
man, you punch a kid in the face, break her nose, traumatize her for the rest of her life probably. I've been punched in the nose and I've been traumatized ever since then. When I was younger, I was a teenager. I was traumatized from that, and it's a terrible feeling. I personally know how it feels to be traumatized like that. So this is it's going to be a big hit for this young girl, and unfortunately, she's going to have to deal with it for a long time, especially if she has to go to court for it, and it's just a mess. And all because Ms. Jennifer Frost couldn't cool her emotions. No pun intended. But in lighter news, for you heroes out there that are military personnel, teachers like my wife, thank you by the way, and soldiers, former or present, police officers, firefighters, and EMTs. This month is a very special month. If you are cruising NCL or thinking about cruising NCL, they have upgraded their savings for first responders and heroes packages or sailings, as it were. They are increasing your savings to 20% from 15%. Now you get 20% off for select sailings or 5% off any sailing. Normally it's 15%. But they have upgraded their discounts for you guys. Not only that, they're extending 20% if you want to have other people sell with you, and they also get a discount this month of May. It's a pretty good deal. I think we should look into it for you if you want us to get you on board. You are EMT, firefighter, police officer, current or former soldier of the United States or Canada, and if you are also a teacher, you also get this discount included. They also have a military guest will be honored at a reception on board. They'll also be giving away exclusive challenge coins as well. And you also get on a regular basis a 10% off discount on voyage on fares. If you are military, we love you guys. We can't appreciate you enough, especially this month. We're going to celebrate Memorial Day weekend, and we couldn't do that without you guys. Thank you for everything that you do for us, and we appreciate all you military people and service members, firefighters, first responders. Every one of y'all make a difference in our lives. If you don't hear it enough, hopefully you heard it today from us. If you want to get on board, we can help you get on board as well. And just email us at justenjoytraveling@gmail.com, and we'll get you the best pricing possible. We'll try to beat every price, and we'll probably pay you $50 to get on board. If you considered anything that we talked about today of value, we would appreciate it if we can get one like, one subscriber, or one share. Anything helps. Anything helps to get the word out that we love cruising. We love bringing you information that you probably didn't know before. So if you figured out something today that you didn't know yesterday, we created some value, correct? So please give us a like, give us a share. That's all we ask. We hope to see you soon on board the Big Deck.